Hello, everyone. Welcome to Saramonic Launch Australia, New Zealand. My name is Raj Sharma, and in collaboration with Filmmakers League, we are bringing you the launch for Saramonic. Now, before we get further, I just wanted to let you know that today we have a special guest named Seva here. Seva is from Perth. He is a leading visual creator, renowned for not only for his creative with a camera, but he's an influencer as well on social media platform, especially TikTok. He's described as very hilarious, characteristic, and kind-natured. Seb not only brings his unique style into photography, but also his personality and makes everyone shoot and enjoy the experience. So that's what we really want, right? We want to be able to talk to creatives as well who love this, enjoy this. And let's introduce Seva here from Perth.
Hey
Hi,
guys,
Seva.
how are you?
I'm
Nice to be
okay.
here.
Nice to meet you as well. Hopefully the introduction wasn't too much. I think it was just perfect because it actually true. Look, I am still trying to grow my hair and you're already having that awesome style funky thing going on. It looks amazing, man. How have you been? How's your day been?
Yeah, it's been great. Been a great week. Been a great month so far, and just excited to be a part of this and continue creating and helping brands out and looking at new things, and especially with Saramonic coming to Australia, I'm excited to talk about this product, which is incredible.
Very nice, very nice. So when did you get to hear more about Saramonic?
The FML, wonderful people from FML approached me and said, "Hey, we've got a new product." This was probably about 2 months ago, and I was excited about using it. And however, having audio devices previously, not really seeing the need to yet. But then I was like, "Okay, well, let's test it out." I didn't do any research about the product or whatever. All the new things about it. I didn't know what was inside the box. So I just knew that it was a wireless mic setup. And when I opened it up, I made sure I opened it up for the first time on camera, which what made the review so unique. And as I opened it up, I was just super, super excited about the innovative things put into the product, and made my life a lot easier, and made me think, okay, well, this is something that I'm going to use more often out in the field, because I mean, one of my favorite features automatically is the charging part, which is exciting. So I don't know
Battery
if
is very
it's too
important.
early. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I suppose one of the most important things for me is the sound quality. At the end of the day, I find that we can have different options in putting batteries and chargeable options, even having USB powered option as well. But this microphone I've been using recently is the Saramonic microphone. It's a USB-C microphone, and the best part about this is you can not only use it on your mobile phones, smartphones, on Zoom calls, but you can also use it for recording. I'm using it for live. I'm using it for a few things as well. It's actually very amazing to see some of your fans here, Seva. So here you go. Vickery says you rock. So love from Melbourne.
Hey guys,
Japanese
how are
man
you?
as well. There
Thanks
you
for
go. There's a
coming
few
in.
people. Mark, my man, good champ. Okay, Mark, my man. Okay, there we go. So Saramonic Australia is also tuning in. That's very nice. People are joining in. We also have, okay, this is amazing. So Seb, tell me, what do you really do on social media platforms? Like example, you are really big on TikTok. You're like, I can see your videos and it's very unique the way you do things. And to be honest, I personally don't really understand TikTok myself. And I've been into more blogs and YouTubes and Facebook and Instagram. But I suppose I'm been a little slow in regards to jumping onto the board and other people I can see that doing it. How do you maintain this? How do you actually go and create content and be able to still shoot and still able to manage social media at the same time?
It is a challenge. I'm not going to lie. There are times where I just prefer making TikToks all day, but I have kind of like a spontaneous nature where I just come up with an idea and shoot it on the spot. And sometimes I'll be in the middle of editing or going somewhere and needing to make a TikTok. So I would then just write ideas down and then do it when I can. So right now I'm on the other side where I'm creating, doing interviews and talking about other things non-related to TikTok, and I'm having trouble making those TikToks now. But my first 2 years, I think I had probably a ratio of about 3 to 4 videos per day that I posted up, and at my peak was about 12 or more videos a day. I just love it. I just love putting out videos, and the best thing about TikTok is it's not polished, and that's going to be that's already happening, becoming a thing where you can create an ad for something that's not over polished, and it can make more of an impact than something that is. Don't go to the first one, definitely not. You can make an ad about something that looks real, looks like a real person made it, and that's why TikTok's so successful, and that's why brands are blowing up now, where you can make a video about a product and not make it look like an ad. It's not polished at all. I just use my phone, and it's quick. It's, you get it out there straight away. Like, I've got random product placements put in there, and how, like, I can get anything and talk about it, and it's not an ad as well. So this is my photography page. It's going to get a bit of a makeover soon, because there's a lot more behind the scenes that's happening. But this is my kind of first few photos that I've taken when I was only doing photography before TikTok took over. And then I've got my wedding photography business, and then
Nice. And what camera do you normally use to shoot these? I mean, I'm pretty sure people will be concerned in regards to seeing, how you're capturing some great images as well. What's your theory? Is it the camera? Is it the lens? Is it the lighting? Or is it the story?
I think it's definitely the story, but it's also the person behind the lens. So you can have a good subject, whatever it is, whether it's an influencer or who the character or the mascot is, but it's all about the creative. It's all about the person behind. The camera's a tool, and you need a good tool to get your work done. But if you don't know how to use the tool, then it's not really going to work. But the camera that I use at the moment is the Sony A7 III.
Okay.
And I'm interested in upgrading that really soon to the A1, which is the next one up, or the newest one. And the camera I'm currently using now is a Sony ZV-E10, which is one of the newest vlog cameras from Sony, which is incredible. It's really cheap too. So I'm not sponsored by Sony yet. Maybe one day. But I'm not a fanboy either. Like, I give other cameras a go. It's just Sony has stuck with me, and I enjoy using them the most. I haven't had any issues ever with Sony, and everything works, and I'm happy with that.
Awesome. Now that's actually very, very good. Now, before we actually get into the next stage, I think it's a good opportunity to let people know in regards to our giveaways today, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your thoughts? Do you know what's in the market at the moment? Do you know what we're going to be giving away? Shall we leave it a secret for now?
I mean, I know what's going on, but up to you.
Well,
I've got it right here in front of me.
Saramonic Australia already has maintained this nice commenting system going on in the back end, and I really appreciate that everyone joining in together. So tag your friends below and get a chance to win. This microphone that I'm using right now is the SRMB2000 USB condenser microphone, USB. And what I love about this is at the back you have your buttons, two knobs. One is for the input gain, and the second one is actually for the gain for your headphones. So I can actually connect my headphones onto it and have separate levels. It actually helps having two separate levels for those input gain and the headphone. So that's what it is, guys. Start tagging. And Saramonic Australia is in the back end, and Filmmakers League is pretty much hosting this event to be able to bring it to you guys. So hope you guys are starting to tag. There's a few things happening I can see over here.
Get amongst it.
Oh, here we go. Oh, all right. Well, I have all of these tags coming through in. Okay, here we go. I suppose the most interesting one is when actually I'm being mentioned in a tag. How I'm meant to utilize that. Very cool, guys. Very cool. Okay, so that's the first one, right? Keep on going. So Saramonic Australia is just gonna pick up the winner from the back end and advertise, okay, and put it into the comment who the winner is. So, and that way I can continue discussing with Sev in regards to how he utilizes audio. Is audio really important in filmmaking? or is it the footage? How would you say it, Seb? What's the most important in regards to how you capture audio? Why do you need proper audio? How does it help with the
So,
story?
so if you have just visuals, like for example, a photo they say is worth 1,000 words, but a video is worth unlimited amounts because there's many pictures put in together on a continuous. It's like a slideshow, just
Yeah,
compressed together. So that's what video is. Add audio to that, whether it's music or sound from a narrator, it fires off all these different senses that the viewer has. So you have the visual aspect where you're watching something, and if it's moving, it's more interactive than it is a photo. A lot more these days, especially with vertical video and storytelling, the video becomes a big player, much bigger than photo.
yeah,
And to add to the senses that the viewers have, they're watching. And then if you add captions, they're reading. But if you add narration to the captions or narrate, or someone's talking in front of the camera, being the character mascot or the hero, then we want to hear them clearly. And that's where the audio is really important to really satisfy the hearing sense of the consumer, the viewer. And if we don't nail that sound quality, then if there is sound in the video and it doesn't come across really well, it's just think about how annoying it is when you're on the phone and it keeps cutting out. You instantly want to end the phone call, and you don't want to talk anymore until it's clear, because it just sounds disruptive. Well, it's the
exactly.
same if you're in person. If someone was talking to you, but all of a sudden they would face the other way or get distracted, or they they lose focus, and they're not getting the message across. And so you're like, well, what are you trying to say? Speak clearly. But with video, it's unforgiving, because you have that one time that you're recording, and you need to make sure that audio is clear. So I think, and with podcasting as well. So if you're into podcasting, audio is the thing that needs to be perfect. And
Yeah,
if you have a video that you can repurpose into audio only, that's when the audio quality must be really good. Because if someone is, let's say, for example, blind and wants to
mhm.
listen to visual content, then they can still hear it too. So you get the audio right, and you can get the majority of the audience, whether or not they're watching, get the message across, and it satisfies their needs when they're consuming content.
Yeah. I suppose that the way I actually feel about audio as well is, at the end of the day, when we create something, no matter if it's a picture or no matter if it's a moving picture, we're trying to tell a story. We're trying to get a message transferred to someone, regardless if it's in a form of entertainment, education, or anything. We're trying to pass something on. So us humans, like, we have something called feelings. We have emotions. And to be able to attach emotions into it, you need multiple elements, right? You need to be able to see, you need to be able to hear, you need to be able to touch. And that's why there's 4D coming out. That's why there's all of these experiences there, VR there, to be able to change the way we experience that movies, I suppose. So I suppose the way sound is very important, because it allows you to be able to see what you're seeing, but also make you have another sense to be able to visualize that properly. It has to match, because at the end of the day, we might be telling a story, but if the story's feel is not there, you won't be
Yeah.
able to get to it. And that's why there's sound
Yeah.
design, there's VFX, there's FXX, there's Foley. There's just so many things in there involved. You can get stock music, you can record your own music, you can record your own sound. There's so many ways of doing it. I believe sound is one of the most critical thing, because you can have a 4K footage and you can have rubbish sound on it, and no one be able to understand what the footage is about, right?
Yeah.
We can have
Exactly.
like 1980s 320 movie or something like that, or square frame movie, and put a really amazing sound on top of it, and it's going to become like a unique form of visualization. So there's always a way of doing it. So before we go to the next step, shall we draw this winner? I it's like the comments area is getting very tagged here. So guys, let's figure out who the winner is. So have we got a winner for the first one? Yes, that's right. Sever doesn't get a chance to win because of course he's the back end right now. Definitely. Okay. So what's happening? Let's go to it. Guys in the back end, do we have a winner? We need a winner. So we're gonna move on to the next question very, very soon. Okay. All right. So the rule over here we got from the back end is we will announce the winner after the live. Okay. So just to let you know, next we're gonna be looking into a few more things, but before I get onto that, I just wanted to ask one of the most important question. How do you financially survive in this industry? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this feeling going in the head, especially in Sydney right now. We're stuck in lockdown, but you guys, I think, are okay in Perth. You able to work?
Yeah, we're totally fine. Yeah, we're lucky. So to financially survive in a creative industry, whether you're an artist visually, whether you're a writer or anything like that, where your sole income comes from someone paying you to deliver a product or a service, and you need to come in with a realistic kind of strategy where you may have to work in a 9 to 5 job to start with, especially coming out of high school, and work your way up. And that's where you start talking about financial fitness. And that's a topic I love the most, above creating, actually. Financial fitness is something that's really important to me and people understand. If you have an income, great. If you want to do something more than the job that creates that income, like being a creator, being a photographer, then you must realize that you need to create a buffer of time if things go bad. So what I did was I got a school teaching degree, and I always loved making videos, photos, and I didn't think of it as a career at the time. I just thought it was a hobby, and I loved it as a hobby. And then I started to get the ball rolling. 2 years ago, I was doing my my tours around Perth, and it was fun. I just enjoyed it. And I had so many people rock up eventually, and people like, you should monetize this. I'm like, I don't know how. I'm happy with my school job and doing this for fun. And then long story short, I got into wedding photography, which I also love. But back then I didn't want to do weddings at all because it sounded too hectic. But after a couple of weddings, I was like, this is fun. This is really fun. And I get a bit offended when someone goes to me, oh, you're a wedding photographer. That must be good money. It is good money, but it's fun. Like, I do it for the love of it, right? So if you genuinely love what you do, or you want to do something you're really passionate about, like being a creator, photographer, videographer, whatever, you go all in on doing everything you can to work for free at the start and building your portfolio up whilst you have your 9 to 5 job. And that's what I did as a school teacher. At the start of last year, I said to my principal, I'm out for 12 months. And she's like, yeah, no problem. And then COVID hit. And luckily I had a safety net to go back to. But at the same time, if they didn't let me back into the school, for example, I had my 6-month buffer of savings. Okay. So you can't just take a leap into a profession that you would rather, enjoy. You need to have that strategy where you're financially fit enough. You don't have debt. You have the 6-month buffer, and then you make the decision. Okay, right. I've got a business plan. I've got a following. I've got clients coming in. Now it's time to take the leap and give it a go. And then COVID hits. I did it in the middle of COVID and still survived. So if I could do that, then you can too. But the difference is you have to put yourself out there and put out content to show people that you exist. And not just on social media, but in real life. Network, show restaurants how good your video is for, showcasing a popular dish that they have. Go interview people, and then put yourself in front of the camera too, because that's what the new world is coming to.
Exactly. So, Sev, what would you say is your favorite style of microphone that seems to work for your wedding situations most? Is it a handle microphone that you normally clip on a bride's their microphone and you tape on it, or are you using a lapel microphone? Are you miking the bride internally while putting a socks or something on it? How do you actually microphone your weddings and make sure it's got high quality audio?
So majority of the time I'm a wedding photographer, but when I do wedding videos, I
Yeah.
get the lapel as the first thing. I plug in an external microphone into the back of the amp for the ceremony of for the celebrant or the DJ, the aux cord. So that's the redundant microphone. And then I also have a third shotgun microphone from a stationary camera that shoots the whole thing, to be able to capture the surroundings, the laughter, and that. So I have that set up as well. So I have 3 points of audio. One is a redundant microphone. So if you stop there, there's a smart rig. If you go up a little bit further up, yeah, the smart rig, that's what I would just use as like a fail safe, for
Yep.
example. And that's just actually no, not that one. No, that one. Yeah, that's what I would put into the camera. And then there's another one that is purely to record the audio from the amp or the speaker from the celebrant. So it's clear as day. There's no wind or anything. It's just whatever the microphone picks up. It's perfectly picked up from there. So yeah,
I suppose always having two, right? One for your recording and one directly coming from the sound engineer or whoever's doing a DJing input back into it.
I have three. I have three because my one on me that I record is I don't record it continuously. So I need two that can continuously record. One is redundant, and the other one is the main one with the lapel. And then my one on my camera is as I go. Sometimes I record the entire sequence as well, but yeah, we're getting into some real serious rabbit holes.
Okay, so moving on, we have a second question now, right? We're gonna ask the next question for the giveaway. Here we go. It's ready to go. So the question is, follow us. Not really a question, it's a very simple task. And I think that's pretty fair. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and get a chance to win a Blink 500. So that's the Blink 500. This is a wireless RX-TX 2.4 gigahertz microphone system. Very good. It's actually 2.4 gigahertz. So that's really good. At least it will allow us to have the right frequencies, especially in Australia as well. So there we go. Guys, once again, for anyone who wants to be in the draw as well, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'll leave this up for a little bit. That's what the details are there that you need to do. And let's put this out. Boom, done. Okay, now we have one more exciting thing coming up. How's our time looking? So we're about 20 minutes in, and our aim is to have this as short as possible. So we're going to try to have it for the next 5-10 minutes and make sure everyone is actually following this as well. It's going good. We can see completed. People are, mate, you have a few fans here, like people are just joining in left, right, center.
Guys.
Gary, it's nice to see you again, my friend. Welcome. Okay, sounds good. So, Sev, any last thing that you'd like to tell people in regards to filmmaking? There's a lot of people over here that either they already have accomplished what they need to do, either they are already in a struggle lane that we could have been in or am in, or either they're stuck at home, don't know what to do, or maybe they get stuck with ideas, or maybe they think that they need to get a full-time job now because things are too hard. So what kind of advice would you give to someone like this? Because obviously I can see from your situations, you have planned ahead. You have a rainy day saving. How can people actually have that mindset? Because I know everything starts from here, right? If you have the right mindset, you can actually go one step further and further and further. What's your last piece of advice to these guys?
I look back when I was at school and how the teachers were pushing, getting good grades and doing this and that, getting into uni, and I did all that. I did all that at my pace. I went to uni at 24 and got my degree by 27, and now I don't even use the degree. I mean, I'm a naturally born teacher, a natural teacher, but going back, if I had my time again, I'm only 30, right? Still a baby. We'll go back to my as a 20-year-old. I would start what I'm doing now sooner because I know what I know. But let's say If you know deep down inside whatever it is that you want to do, and it's distracting you from your day to day, and that's what you need to do. Because 30, 40 years from now, the worst thing that you can do is look back all those years you could have just given it a go. So make a decision quickly. If you fail, that's good, because then you can adjust quickly to then start succeeding. And you're going to fail a few times, because without failure, you don't even know if you're succeeding. You're walking on eggshells and you might get imposter syndrome. So failure is good. Embrace it, learn from it, and go for it. One of my most common questions I get on Instagram is, how do I become a photographer? It's simple. Grab a camera and go take photos. If you really like doing it, you're going to do it. You should be already doing it. If you really like making videos, you should already be doing it. You shouldn't be thinking about whether or not, it's going to be good enough or anything. You should already be naturally doing it. If you want to go out right now, that's great. If you're thinking about posting something and you're not sure, post it, because what you're actually fearing is the fear of judgment. And you shouldn't fear the fear of judgment, because you've made something, you've created something, and any judgment upon that is just someone else that's doing less than you are. The best creators, the best filmmakers, the best photographers, they're not going to comment on your work and how much it sucks, or how new you are to the game, the industry, the art. They're doing their own thing. It's the negative people that aren't doing their stuff, the same things as you are, that are the haters. So just knowing that, just put yourself out there and start creating, and embrace the failure, and plan ahead, and be patient as well. Be consistent, but be patient. And patience as in, it can take years. I picked up my camera when I was 24, 25. I finally got a DSLR for the first time, and I was just taking photos every day. You look at my Instagram and you scroll right down on my Instagram feed. You see the photos I took. I never took them down. Those were my very first photos. I started really getting into it.
A lot of people put the content in there, and when the channel grows, they start removing it. But I suppose at the end of the day, it's not about.
Why would you do that? That's like like your journal, like your visual journal of growth. Yes. And when people delete their entire Instagram because they want to start fresh, I'm like, why? It's your work back then. Like back then, I was like, oh, it's not that great. I look back at it, I'm like, I've improved so much, but I love those photos because it's your formative years. It's like when your parents keep all your first ever drawings when you were 3 or 4 years old. It's not Picasso work, but it's still your very first pieces of artwork, and like you treasure them. And that's got to be now with your photos too. The same with the videos.
Definitely. So here's a question that we have got in. So can you tell us one thing that you felt you shouldn't have done when you started? So probably, I suppose people want to learn from your mistakes. That's what we're trying to get here.
I think, it's a tough one, because I have a different answer every time. And I probably should have gotten to video earlier, because I naturally wanted to make videos more than photos. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, because I think, being consistent with the work, understanding the business, probably. One thing I felt I should have done better when I first started is understand the business side of being a creator, because once you take the leap and you make your income from being a creator, photographer, videographer, whatever, you need to know how to leverage that business. And if I knew that from the start, that would have been a little bit better for me. Not a little bit, a lot better for me in the last 5 years. But truthfully, I didn't really consider it a business venture until the last recent 2 years. So there's a lot of trial and error there. But know your business stuff, because a lot of creators don't know how to negotiate, price, put a quote in. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you really need to know, not just take photos or create content.
Definitely. So here's a microphone system that I'm actually using right now. I'm going to just turn my camera around. So this is my it's a manual lens, so I'm going to focus right through it. I think it worked. Yep, there you go. So
That's a
that's the
cool office.
Saramonic microphone.
Amazing. I want a
And
desk like that. That's amazing.
I've actually built this desk, to be honest, so it took a little bit of time. And
Incredible.
so if I put this back,
You got this. You got the sound. You got the sound thing at the back wall, so it doesn't bounce. That's really cool.
yes, I got that as well. So it's coming along nicely. So there you go, guys. That's the Saramonic microphone. That's some advice from Sev over here as well. At what time is it in your state right now in Perth?
It's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next part of it before we announce the winners. All right. There's some. Oh, thank you so much, Glenn. Really appreciate it. All right. RGB lighting. Okay, let's go to the final thing now. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you in regards to something new we are running. You already know there's two giveaways already available. One is that we launched first in regards to the microphone. There's two microphones for giveaway. All of those comments are coming in. We're going to announce the giveaway very soon. But before we go ahead, I want to share this with you. What we're doing is we have another contest. We're going to be running a contest in collaboration with Filmmakers League and Saramonic, where we're running a podcast contest. So let me explain what this podcast contest is. We're looking forward into opening a podcast, FML podcast, later on in the future. Couple of months down the track. So we are giving you the opportunity to be able to download some script as a guide and download some tracks from what we have got royalty-free music, or you can use your own music and then create a 15 to 20 second piece. You can go ahead and create a 15 to 20 second piece, and you get a chance to win a headphone and a microphone. You don't have to upload in video. No more hard work. Okay, so don't have to worry about visuals. All you have to worry about is what would a Spotify account with an FML podcast or an Apple account with an FML podcast, how would you want to visualize it? So you can already see what we're doing on Filmmakers League. And with great partnership with Saramonic, we're able to bring you this contest. So that's going to run for a little bit. I will show you exactly how it is. So this is in partnership with Saramonic Australia. Okay. And this is how it works. It's simple. You register on Filmmakers League. You can go to the group. You can click on it. And there's instructions already there. The instructions are you can choose the script. Here's 3 scripts available. Either you can choose the script or you can download the script directly to your computer so you don't have to keep on logging in. So simply choose your script, choose your music, create your composition, and you're going to upload. So we have a directory over here for music as well. I'll show you that next. And you create your masterpiece and upload. That's all it is. And you get a chance to win this. You get a chance to win a Saramonic headphone, a noise canceling 40 millimeter driver. So that's pretty cool. And the same microphone that I'm using. So this one, you get a chance to win that. So this is pretty cool because you get a chance to show on how much audio means to you, right? Because at the end of the day, everyone says, yes, audio is amazing, video is amazing. I love you guys all, but let's hear what this is all about. Let's hear what this is all about. What about you, Seb? I'd actually love for you to join on this as well, because people have already heard that you're a great fan of audio as well. Storytelling is very important. You have actually constructed your life in a way where you can maintain it being this filmmaker. And you also are in a very emotional environment. Weddings are very close to people's heart. How do you utilize it? So it would be lovely if you can also join this. It would be lovely.
Absolutely. I'm excited. Absolutely.
I like the new challenge. Okay, so I'm not sure where this user's from, but if you know who you are, please write your name. For some reason, I can't see that, but that's okay. MB2000 is amazing microphone, definitely. Okay, Sev, come on board with FML. We need great talents like you. 100%, Sev. People really want to be able to see. Members free. I'll actually guide that process right now on how people can actually get to this group and do these things. So let's do that, and then we're going to draw the winners. So let's jump on. So the first thing you got to do is jump on filmmakersleague.com. Simple as that. When you jump on here, you will see the top, all the blogs. You can go between home and blog, some more details if you like. And then you have groups, you have jobs, events, talent shop. There's so much things here. And you also have stories. So you can actually also upload your stories. Here's Nancy Schilling. So you can see there's resources available in Filmmakers League. So being in front of a camera, top six hacks on creating a zero budget film, how to overcome creative blocks. We get into situations where we get stuck, how to do those. And when you scroll down, you'll see feeds. Okay, we've also uploaded music. So this is our news directory. This is our directory where members upload. So you can see Matt Fisher has uploaded something over here. Okay, you scroll down, Nancy had a live event coming through. Mark Williams from South Africa had taken a photo, which has already arrived, and it's actually printed and displayed. So you will get to meet a lot of filmmakers through here. So that's the advantage of Filmmakers League. So how do you find this place, right? It's very simple. You just click on groups. The groups will load up, and it's the first one there, FML Podcast Contest. You go into FML Podcast contest. You have a PDF document. You can download this PDF document if you like. So in that way, you don't have to keep on going to your computer. When you download it, it's going to open beautifully. You'll be able to see exactly all of those things in there. There's direct links. So if you want to go to that place, there's direct links to be able to click and get to the places where you can download all this music, scripts, and things like that. So I'll quickly show you that, right? So once we are in, every information is under documents. Okay, you'll see it over here. There's instructions, step-by-step guide. You can choose your music and you upload your music. That's it. To go to choose your music, when you go inside it, you'll see music here. We've uploaded some music. You can play it. You can listen to it. If you don't like it, you can choose your own. So that's the contest we are running right now. You download the script, choose your music, produce a 15 to 30 second 10 to 15 to 30 second, what you prefer that would be great for a podcast intro, and you get a chance to win. So simple as that, guys. This is Filmmakers League. If you haven't joined, you can also join in. There's a lot of opportunities over here as well, especially when you go to groups. You'll see there's a few groups created. There's a group over here with 33 members, Creators Cave. Vickery is running this group. There's a product video group here. You'll get to see some amazing stuff from product videos. I mean, I would have never probably seen a video like this. I mean, I couldn't believe that this is not real. This is a set. It's created. And you get to see all of this cool stuff here as well. So no matter what you like, no matter what sort of filmmaker you are, product filmmaker, wedding filmmaker, even a photographer or artist, you can do that. And the best part is, if you're looking for people, you can just simply come, type what you're looking for. Let me just reset this form. You'll see all your members here. Currently, there's 95 members. Gary, your profile is showing up, my friend, because you are recently active. You can see all the recently active members here. Lenny's from also Canada. Matt Fisher's from Queensland, South Africa. There's so many useful contact here. You can keep on going. There's about 5 pages of it. And then you can sort it out based on what you need. If you need a director, you click on director. It's a directory. It's a place for people to collaborate. There is a lot available here. A lot. So that's how you do it. That's how you actually enter it. Let's remove this. There you go, guys. That's a long live that we actually have been overdue for. We're working on getting lives weekly, more creatives like Seva, and even getting Seva back again with his knowledge and experience and what he's doing. Who knows? Maybe we'll run a workshop with Seva once, right? Everything's possible. Okay, so here we go. What is it? Saramonic Australia posted, we shall announce the winner on Saramonic's Instagram, Facebook page on Monday. Okay, all right. So announce the winner of Saramonic's Instagram. Can the guys please confirm, is the winners for now, or is it the winners for the FML contest? It's a little unclear on this, please. So while you actually get to that, I'm going to talk to Sev in regards to one last thing. Hey, Sev, so tell me something, right? Are you married?
Yes.
How do you manage with your wife in regards to the timings, weddings, weekends being out? How do you do that? I'd like to know this personally.
Time blocking and scheduling a shut-off time every day. Every day at 4 o'clock, I go for a walk with her and the dogs. And 5 o'clock, I chill out, maybe post some stuff, maybe check some final emails. And 6 o'clock is dinner time. And then 7 o'clock, I might switch back on and do some late night stuff, depending on the day that I have scheduled and planned. And then other days we go into the night and watch a movie together and fall asleep. Sundays are exclusively for her, non-negotiable. Someone wants me on that day, no thanks. Sorry, try another day. Yeah, just plan ahead. And if you
Very
want
nice.
to have a successful marriage, you got to prioritize that, because then what's the point? And I say that really like calmly, but I have friends who have failed that in the same sort of industry because
Yeah.
they got too successful, but they didn't prioritize their time. And your time is worth way more. It's valuable. It's priceless actually, than how much you make in this lifetime. So allocate hours in your week. If you're an entrepreneur and you're not into the 9 to 5 anymore, where you can't really shut off because you're always thinking about what you can do next for your business, make it happen. Keep yourself accountable. 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. or whatever you want to do, but you have to be strict about it. After that, nothing. Don't do anything. Turn your phone off. Have a second phone. Have a burner phone, and don't check your emails more than twice a day. There's a book that I'd actually recommend anybody read. It's on Audible. It's called Getting Things Done by David Allen. Getting Things Done. You read that book and you understand what I'm talking about.
Vickery over here is saying no happy wife, no happy wine or dinner. Okay. Well, got to learn how to cook as well to help her, right? Time management, 100% time management.
I was able to succeed in my business and get her out of retail that she hated. So I get good dinners. She looks after me and she picks up the pieces that I'm unable to do in my venture, and she loves it because then she has expenses that she never had before that she can spend on. She's learning how to become a interior designer, and whereas 2 years ago she was making sorry, someone's trying to call me. She was trying to get out of a job and trying to get out of debt.
Yeah.
And but communication. If you want to have a successful relationship, whether it's a marriage or a partnership with a friend, or have a good relationship with your kids, it's communicating with them and making sure that you keep your feet planted and you keep that perspective in what's happening around you, because it's so easy to get caught up with, look at this, I got a new job, I got a new client, look, I got 40 weddings next year, that's so good. Oh, what else can I do? Oh, look, everybody wants me to teach them how to do TikTok for their business. I'll do that as well. No time for your family. And most importantly, above your family is yourself. If you don't give time for just yourself, I don't have time anymore to do my own personal creative photography. And I hate that. I want that back. I'm going to get that back. And, because if you can't take care of yourself and give time for your own self, nobody else will get the best of you either. Not even your job, business, family, whatever.
Lovely, Seva. This is amazing. I really, really appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much. There has been such great information. But to be honest, when I was actually getting all the information and introducing you, it said you're hilarious and you have a great character and you're kind nation. To be honest, that was on point. Point. You're an amazing guy. Thank you so much. You have shared a lot. I really, really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next time, Seva.
Likewise. Look forward to being on the podcast. Thank you.
Any final words that you like to say to the audience before I let you go?
Yes. Do what you love and do it to a point where you want to do something else, and then go do that.
There you go, guys. That was Seva from Perth. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It has been a tremendous afternoon today. There's a lot of shared today, a lot of information traveling around. We can see amazing comments coming through. People have been loving and appreciating what Seva has to say. Thanks, Gary, as well. What else we have here? Okay, all right. So I just want to let you know the final thoughts in regards to conclusion right now. So what we want to say is saramonicOz.com.au. That's where you can go. So you can go to saramonicOz.com.au. I will just show this to you very, very quickly. So let's go to Saramonic oz.com.au. Once you log into the website, just do remember that you can go to products, be able to buy products directly through the website. And not just that, we have also allowed you to use Afterpay. So if you want to have a little bit of leeway in regards to how you pay things and things like that, you can always do that. So Saramonic has been really, really helpful to be able to produce this kind of options available for users out there who want to be able to get things on a payment plan or something like that. So don't forget, follow us on social media. There will be all those announcements coming up in regards to who's won. I will just put that comment back up over here. Saramonic will be directly announcing the winners. So Filmmakers League was the people who actually bring this live to you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this session. If there's any questions, you can write the questions now. If there's any comments, you can write the comments now. There we go. Saramonic, perfect. Thanks, Sev. Regards to coming through. Nancy True is also joined in. Vickery, thank you so much. There's a lot of Sev friends here, so this is really, really amazing. Okay, guys. Any final questions? If not, I'd like to wish you all the best in regards to whatever you're doing right now. Continue creating amazing content, continue creating amazing audio, especially as well. Sound is very, very important. Don't forget, we already had 2 contests today in regards to winning, but we have a major one, which is going to run for at least a week or 2. It's on Filmmakers League. You can join in there as well. You can create an amazing 15 to 30 second piece and get a chance to win a microphone and a headphone. So that'll be pretty, pretty cool. So if you guys are interested, you can jump to filmmakersleague.com. Apart from that, guys, my name is Raj Sharma. Hope you had a great time. I will speak to you next time.